principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's time to get into formation. We gotta get ready for the battle. So call on your brothers and sisters. We gotta turn back to the scriptures. Stop making it all about you. Them preachers, they got it confused. Come out of her. Cause Yahuwah is our deliverer. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, cause nobody's perfect. We're called by his name. We're called by his name. Seek him to be worthy. We should be coming together. There's power in unity. It's time to come into the order, cause we are a living prophecy. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. Lace up them.
Shalom, y'all. Shalom, shalom. It's Michael Israel here. I'm here again with my man Ron Dalton, the author, the director, the legend, But yeah, Ron released his movie. He's here in the studio, and he is going to talk about the movie release. It was definitely an awesome experience. And with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Ron.
All right. So the movie was a good turnout. We originally sold out the 265 seat auditorium. We had to upgrade to this 475 seat auditorium because there was so many people trying to get in to see the movie. And Josh and Morris was there, Lucas Cameron was there, a lot of Hebraic pastors from different assemblies from different states were there. It was a great turnout. The theater, even the people working at the theater, the Caucasians working at the theater, they were going inside the movie theater, peeking at it, looking at it, watching it. They were saying it was an excellent movie. One of the guys that got off work from the theater, he went in there and actually stayed in there for a little bit and was watching the movie before he went home, with his jacket on. And he was saying that this is one of the most excellent movies that I've ever seen, and you put it together very nice. The audio, he was basically just raving about the movie. And I'm excited because a lot of people probably thought that this type of movie wouldn't sell out because there's a lot of movies that are shown independently at small theaters. But this movie, it really packed that theater up. I'm sure they were so happy because people were in there getting popcorn, getting drinks, and you were there, Mike, and it was a glorious event. And it set the benchmark for what we're going to keep doing in 2019 and going to different cities and states in America and showing the movie, and also bringing the End Is Here workshop that we did the next day afterwards. And that was good too, because there was a lot of people that was there. We had a full house, and I taught from about 5 o'clock in the afternoon to almost midnight, and people were glued to the screen, and they had their notepads, their Bibles. Some of them had my book, and they were just going to town, taking notes and studying and bringing all this information back to their assemblies and in their homes in whatever state they were coming from.
And if you could, how did the people who came to see it, how did they feel about the information that was presented?
Everybody were proud. They were like, saying that it's time. This is a much needed movie, and that we can actually be proud about this movie because it ain't no junk movie, and it ain't no movie just about Deuteronomy 28 proves we're Israelites. It's a movie that has academics in it. It has scholarship, it has genetics, it has archaeology, it has linguistic evidence, it has anthropology in terms of study of people's cultures and the way they do things, traditions and customs, and it has a whole lot of things. And I cover a lot of bases in terms of how the diaspora, the Israelites, were scattered to the four corners, and proving with these measures that the people in Israel are just converts. They're converts to Judaism. And I also touched on the Arabs, explaining the difference between the black Arabs, the black authentic Arabs, that's the descendants of Abraham, and the white Arabs, where they come from. So all these biblical myths and lies they've been teaching for hundreds and hundreds of years, this basically all coming to an end in that movie. And this is the reason why the movie is so important, that we need to see it. Anywhere you can see the movie. If you're in the United States, if you can only see it in the workshop tours and the movie tours,
right,
need to go see it. If you can only see it streaming because you're in a different country, then you can stream the movie on Vimeo.
And real fast, before we go into that, what I'm gonna do is Ron recently released a trailer for the streaming the movie, so we're gonna play that real quick, and then I'm gonna have Ron talk about it. So let's check out the trailer he just put out concerning Hebrews to Negroes and how to see it online.
We did it, Israel. The wait is finally over. The movie Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America is here after 3 years in the making. Many African Americans right now are so happy to finally see the day that our true biblical identity is being declared to the world. It has truly been a long time coming, and this day could not have come at a more crucial time. The independent film Hebrews to Negroes premiered December 20th, 2018 at the landmark Maynard Theater in the Detroit metropolitan area in Michigan in front of a crowd of 400 plus people. The audience experienced 3 hours of mind-blowing proof in regards to the hottest topic of the 21st century: who are the real children of Israel? Those who already viewed this film are calling it the most in-depth, complete, scholarly, and truthful biblical documentary of all time. Others are saying that this movie will change the way the world reads and understands the Hebrew biblical Old Testament. As we know, with the internet and social media, the whole world is also anxiously awaiting this movie of biblical truth. So now is the time to gather everyone around, wherever you are, for the big announcement. If you missed the opening premiere of this epic movie, don't worry. It'll be streamed online in video on demand format around the dates January 1st to the 3rd, 2019. All you need is a strong Wi-Fi internet connection and a smart TV to see the Hebrews to Negroes Wake Up Black America movie from the comfort of your home or from your mobile device. For details on the streaming platform we will be using, such as Vimeo On Demand, Amazon Prime, and Quality TV, go to www.thenegronetwork.com or www.hebrewstonegroesmovie.com. We want this movie to go viral to the whole world, to people of different ethnicities and nationalities. So spread the word so that the truth can be seen and heard. Thank you for your support with the movie Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America, and we urge everyone to subscribe to our emailing blast list on the website www.hebrewstonegroesmovie.com. Shalom.
What I'll do, I'll leave that up there so those of you watching, y'all can get the information. And Ron, so tell us a little more about it, your decision to stream it online and what they can look forward to.
Yeah, so we're working on, Vimeo On Demand is ready to go. It's loaded up, ready to go for January 1st. You just go to the URL. The easiest way to get to it is go to the URL. I believe it's https /2 vimeo.com/on-demand/Hebrews to Negroes. And when you do that, I don't know if Mike could pull up the screen, but you'll see the whole screen of the Hebrews to Negroes movie on Vimeo On Demand. I don't know, can you pull that up, Mike?
Yeah, I'll do it now. I'll do it while you're talking.
And so when you do that, it has the title, you can view the trailer, any bonus videos that I included in there, and then you can click on the pre-order option if you want to pre-order the movie now. In January 1st at around 3 o'clock, it'll kick off and it'll charge your card, and then you can watch the 3.5 hour long movie. And then I guess after it's done, you can share it, tell everybody what you think about it. You can tell people you need to go watch it too, and spread the word, because we want this movie to basically ring out like how we made Black Panther a big thing. I mean, we really told everybody to watch Black Panther, and so every Black person has either by now watched Black Panther and supported Black Panther, paid money for Black Panther, made the Jewish people that are the CEOs of Walt Disney Studios and Marvel Studios, made them rich, and it really didn't tell any story about who we are. It's a fictional place called Wakanda, and the subliminal message behind it is not really benefiting our people. So we need to be spreading this movie for 2019 as if it's another Black Panther movie, except for it's produced by a Black person and it's about actual real Black biblical history. It's telling us who our real ancestors are, not slaves, not Wakanda, not no comic book. It's the real deal. It's the truth. So we're working on Amazon Prime Direct and Quelly TV, these other different streaming platforms. And then for the people that come to the workshop and the movie tour in New York and New Jersey and any other cities, I'm planning on rolling out the director's cut, which is going to have some extra footage that I didn't put in the first movie. Now the reason being is because when I got into the studio to finish the last chapter of the movie, I was going through the script and my editor guy was like, all right, we're at 3 hours right here. And so I had to basically stop and basically cut through a whole lot of other information that I was going to bring out that was going to blow people's heads off and make a lot of people upset in regards to Abraham's children, such as the Ishmaelites, and then also talking about Esau and that whole relationship between Esau and the Horites and Amalek, and also in comparison to the identity hijack and switching of the true Shemitic people in the Middle East or in the Levant. So when you look at the Middle East and Levant today, all you see is white Arabs and white Jews. But back in the day, that wasn't the case. And I'm going to show you where they came from and who they are in relation to the Bible and what the Bible says. Because at the end of the day, like I always say, you can't understand true end times biblical prophecy unless you know who the main players are.
Right.
If you're looking at Israel and say, oh, these are real Jews, when in all actuality they have more ancestry to Gog and Magog, then you got to switch everything around and say, okay, well, the Bible says about Gog and Magog coming against Israel. It talks about the Israelites. It talks about Ishmael, the tabernacles of Edom, Ashur is with them, all this other stuff. And we need to know who these people are. We need to know who Esau is, who he mixed himself with, because in the book of Obadiah said that Esau is small among the heathen. He made himself small among the heathen. So Esau has mixed his seed with different nations. He's kind of masqueraded himself into different nations. And when you talk about the Ishmaelites, you talk about Gog and Magog, Gomer and Magog, we have to understand who these people are. Even the Assyrians and the Babylonians, who are they today? So this is very important. If you're a Bible reader, if you're a pastor, if you're a deacon, if you're somebody that studies and wants to know about the Bible and not just read the Bible and say, the Jebusites, the Perizzites, the Kenites, the Kenizzites, all these other people, I don't know who they are. I'm just going to read it and just say, well, they're obviously somebody, but we don't know who they are. We need to teach true biblical history. So for those that come out to the workshop and to the movie tours, they're going to get a lot of information because the workshop in New York is going to be a 2-day workshop. So it's going to be 2 days of teaching. So it's going to be hours upon hours upon hours of me telling you and teaching you things that you normally wouldn't see, crammed into a movie. Because obviously we can't cram everything into a 3-hour movie. So you guys need to try to come out to the workshop and to the movie tour if you can. Even if you have to see the movie over again, be amongst the Hebrews, and then come to the workshop and get some more teaching about what we need to know as Israelites. Now that we know we're Israelites, what's the next step, and then how we're gonna read our Bible moving forward, because the Bible is about past, present, and the future. So, first and foremost, if you haven't seen the movie at Detroit, go see the movie, stream it January 1st on Vimeo on demand. I got videos on streaming on YouTube, on Moses Levi YouTube channel. And then you can go. We actually embedded the link in the website www.hebrewstonegrosmovie.com, which you can see the link how to get to stream the video, and you can check out the tour dates for the movie in New York and New Jersey. This is January 18th to the 20th.
All right, and I'm showing while you're talking. I have the website up there. I'm showing it to the new flyer that you put up there. So. All the information's on there too on that website. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, we got, excuse me, Ron came with a lot of stuff today. We got another something else. I'm gonna play this next trailer that Ron presented me with, and then when it's done, I will have Ron elaborate on it. All right. So the Hebrews to Negroes Academy. Go ahead, Ron. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people when they hear me teach at different places and they come to the workshop, they call me and say, "Oh, how can I get more of your teachings?" And you know, of course, I tell them my books and different things. But you know, I just decided, because I got thousands upon thousands of information that I have yet to write in the books, because I've been so busy. Because people keep asking about book 5 and book 6, book 7, all the way till you know how long I can do. But so I basically decided to use the power of the internet and channels like Zoom and other places where you can actually video yourself teaching lessons to spark the Hebrews to Negroes Online Academy. And so it's basically for people that follow me to want to learn more. Because I don't have a real strong YouTube channel presence or Facebook presence, because I'm just so busy. I do have the time, however, to sit down and do a quick little video and record myself, and then people can go learn from different video modules or word format types of learning, or study guides, you want to call it. And so I break down basically the history of explaining who are the sons of Ham, who are the sons of Shem, who are the sons of Japhet, showing the timeline from BC biblical times to now, as opposed to who, in regards to who they are. And I use all types of different scientific facts in the Bible to tie it all in. So it's mainly, and I don't really get into a lot of doctrine, but I am a Messianic Hebrew, so I do talk about my books about the Messiah, Yahushua, or Yeshua, or however you want to call his name. But I talk about that. But for the most part, it's strictly about history and a lot of knowledge proving the things in the Bible that are actually real, because the Bible is not a fictional book. It's about real history. And so when we read it, we have to understand what's going on. All these different places in the world today, all these different names, such as the Scythians and the Parthians, and the Sumerians and the Bactrians, and the Magogites and the Gomorites and Kittim and all these other places. We need to understand who these people are, because over time words change, regions change. You had the Achaemenid Empire. People are like, what is that? If you go back to the ancient Persia Empire or Medes Persia, a lot of people don't understand these names when they say Medes and Achaemenid Empire and Persia and Parthia and Scythia. They don't know what you're talking about. They don't know about Macedonia and Greece. They don't know about the Diadochi generals. They don't know about the Romans or the Byzantines or the Scandinavians or the roots of the Vikings. They don't know about the Nordic and different things of these nations. So when you go through history and you study, you'll start to be able to piece together all of the pieces to the puzzle that you probably didn't know existed in terms of the Bible. So that's basically what I'm doing in the Hebrew Academy. And anybody wants to follow along with me and learn with me and get the things that I'm learning that I already have in my data bank and in my head, and the stuff I'm learning every day, because I'm learning a lot of stuff every day. It's some stuff that I've been studying in regards to Central Asia and China and Japan and Taiwan, the Pacific Islands, genetic articles and DNA evidence from different nations, including the Jews, because the Jews, they do their own research, and they uncover the ancient kingdom of Khazaria and the capital, and they do and of course when they dig up these ancient ruins, these ancient kingdoms, they do DNA studies on these bones and stuff, and the Chinese do it too, and other nations do it too, and it reveals a lot of stuff about the history of the people, but it all falls in line and shows the true evidence, the true identity of where these people come from. And so, the Hebrew Online Academy, or Hebrews to Negroes Online Academy, it's $25 a month, and you're just gonna get a whole lot of information that you probably would not see on YouTube, because a lot of the camps and a lot of all these videos on YouTube, they're just talking about proving that Esau is the white man, proving Esau is the Arabs, proving they say the white man is the reincarnation of the devil, and all these types of things that really are not, really feeding people's appetite. So I offer another, avenue to learn about the Bible in terms of history. And I know there's some people that teach Paleo Hebrew and interpreting Paleo Hebrew in the Bible, and that's fantastic. I'm actually studying that too as well. So as soon as I get that down packed, then I can start teaching and explaining the Paleo Hebrew, how it breaks down the Old Testament perfectly and proves about the Messiah and the Messianic prophecies in relation to the New Testament. But I'm excited. I mean, I have some people that's already subscribed to the Hebrew Academy, and I assume and hope and pray that more people join after watching the movie and learning about the books and reading the books and coming out to the tours.
Okay. And speaking of the tours, can you, once New York's through and we're all done with that, what is the next city on the map?
Okay, so New York is in January. It really depends. I mean, me and Mike, we talked about Cincinnati. That may happen in January or February, because Cincinnati is not too far from Michigan. It's like 4 hours away. But we have, let's see, we're working on Atlanta, because Atlanta is people been hungry and asking for it. And then Louisiana in February, and then Minnesota. They're around the states of Iowa and Wisconsin and Illinois. They kind of border those states, and so what's the other state?
What about Texas? Because I know like Texas, that's their own country in
Texas,
themselves. So
Texas. Definitely, we gotta get to Texas. We're just trying to figure out a venue. We need a venue. And
well, I know I'm gonna be out in Texas in February, so I'll be kind of fellowshipping with the with Rebirth out there. So I know I'm sure, because people have already told me, that matter of fact, I was talking to somebody and they were saying, oh, they'd have no problem finding a venue out there. So, but and for those of y'all listening, the thing that's gonna really get Ron's attention when you say, "Hey, I want you to come to my state or whatever," is when you say, "Hey, I got a venue. We got the venue picked out already. This, that, and the other. It seats this many." Like when you say that, that gets his attention. When you say, "Can you come out, please, pretty please, with sugar on top?" He gonna be like, "Yeah, I'll try to get out there." But when you showing, when he sees you, you got stuff set up, he's gonna, you'll definitely get his attention.
Well, that's it. That's
Hey, your phone's breaking up. I think you might have a bad signal or something. Yeah.
Well, that's how we kind of got connected in New York, and Only Love's Assembly. They reached.
Okay. He has a bad connection right now. We'll just wait for it to get a little better. So, but yeah, if you want him to come out to your state, you gotta.
Only Love's Assembly reached out and they basically offered up and when he.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Now, hey, come out, click off, and come back in, so you get a better connection. Nah, it's skipping bad.
Mike, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I hear you.
No. I got 5 bars over here.
Okay, so now you're coming in a little better. Oh, you said you do have 5 bars.
Yeah, I got 5 bars. So maybe it's the elite that's doing something.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. I got 5 bars. I'm strong. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
It might be on this end. I mean, the AT&T tells me my internet is a gigabyte speed, but when I do the speed test, it's like 1 megabyte per second. So, that's how they do business here in Babylon.
They don't want the truth to come out.
Nope.
They do not want it to come
out.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you can hear me, that's how we got the New York thing lined up really quick. Only Love's Assembly, they offered up their space to us, and we couldn't turn it down. And so we're going to be in New York and New Jersey, January 18th to the 20th.
Okay. And for those of y'all in Atlanta, we already got some people working multiple angles in Atlanta. And we know about Savannah also. We are working at, we're also working Orlando, we're working at, and I know Yehukanan, he is working the Vegas situation. He has some people he's going to be, so, we're going to definitely make that West Coast swing, so yeah, we definitely we're going to get y'all. Y'all gonna, because it's not. California. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
No, I said we're working on California too. With that, but California, we're gonna have to figure out how to get there. We might have to use quantum teleportation to get out there.
Yeah.
But I don't like to fly, but I know it's gonna be impossible to drive out to California. But yeah, we're trying we ain't forgot about California too as well, because that's way out there to the west.
Yeah. So yeah, man, lot of things going on. Was there anything else you wanted to bring out, Ron?
Actually, I posted this on Instagram. In Detroit, the Ecumenical Theological Seminary school, they contacted me and they wanted me to do a 2-day workshop on teaching what I teach.
All right, it's breaking up again. Let me see if I can do something on mine.
Of the Hebrew Israelites. And so it's going to be, they gave me a block of time to speak.
Hold on, Ron. Hold on 1 second. It's skipping again. But what he was saying is the Ecumenical Society gave an opportunity to speak. Go ahead, Ron. See if it works now.
It's working.
Yeah, let me do a speed check over here. This is so annoying, man. All right, but go ahead. It looks like it's working good now for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what I was saying is that the Detroit Ecumenical Theological Seminary asked me to speak for a 2-day workshop, about like 10 to 12 hours, a block of time they gave me. And so, a lot of people, especially pastors, was like, this is going to be epic, because the seminary school has alumni, they have professors, they have students, they have not just white, but Black and different nationalities that are studying Christianity. And so these people have degrees in ministry and theology. And for them to allow me to come and teach what I teach, they are going to have their hands full. They're going to have their heads blown off with the amount of information that I'm going to present to them. They're not going to just see the Bible from just looking at the Bible and teaching about the Jebusites and the Assyrians and the Babylonians and the Israelites and the Edomites. They're actually going to see it using all types of proof, who is who in regards to the Table of Nations, and how that all connects and proves who are the real children of Israel, and who are the Edomites and the Ishmaelites and Gog and Magog. So they're gonna be in for a treat, and all those that are gonna be there, because I think it's gonna be open to the public. They're gonna start advertising, I think, in January. It's gonna be crazy because a lot of pastors are already saying that they're gonna be there. Some people even said they're coming from out of state to be there if it's open to the public, because this is a huge
Hey, you're messing up again. Hold on one. It's not on mine either. Just hold on, Ron. Hold on, Ron.
Teach here and show this information.
Hey, Ron, it was messing up. You have to say that again. It was messing up again.
All right,
Can you
where'd I leave off at? Yeah.
All right. So this repeat that last part.
No, I said once I teach at this Ecumenical Theological Seminary for 2 days, best believe that when they get done, they're going to be going around talking and spreading the word to other seminary schools and programs in the United States of America. Because what I got to show them is about to be a lot. Because I don't think nobody's ever actually heard me speak for 2 days in a row, and I got enough to cover 2 days, and they're gonna be on brain overload. They're gonna be on brain biblical overload on the information I'm gonna bring to them.
So let me ask you this: you said what was the length of the time slot you said they gave you for each day?
Like one day, the first day I think it's 6 hours, and then like the second day I think it's like 4 or 5 hours.
Wow.
So I mean, we'll have some breaks. I'm gonna give them some breaks, but they're gonna get a lot of meat. They're gonna get a lot of history. They're gonna get Hebrews and Negroes thrown right at them.
Right.
Hard hitting points to show them the proof about who we are.
Okay. And what date? What's the date for that?
Right now it's set at February the 8th and the 9th.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
February 8th and 9th, unless something happens and mysteriously canceled. But for right now, it's still set to go, and I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. All right. That sounds good, man. A lot of things going on. And I know the people are excited. And like I said, the main thing our Spiritual Combat trying to do is we are doing that information dissemination to inform the nation. You see what I'm saying? Let me open it up to questions, y'all. I'm going to come over there on Facebook. I mean, you got a lot of people watching over here on your website, Ron, on your YouTube page. If you want to say, hey, what's up to them, that'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, shalom to all the people that's following me on YouTube, Facebook, even though I don't have a lot of stuff on there. And everybody that's been supporting of Hebrews and Negroes, been out to the movie. Shalom to you guys. Thank you for your support.
Okay. And of course, people are asking. I see people from all over the country asking, you coming here, you coming there, you coming here, you coming there. I'm telling you, if you want to be prioritized with getting Ron there, go to your local theater or your local mega church or something and see what it costs and for him to come out, what they charge and all that stuff like that. Get all that set up. You present that to him and he will be talking about you the next time he comes on the Spiritual Combat Show. He'll be like, so the next place we're headed is blah, blah, blah. So somebody asked, how much money does it cost to host a workshop in a city besides the venue? So I guess if you just did a workshop, they're asking how much that costs.
Just to do a workshop, I don't know. Just tell them to email me. Email me at HebrewsNegroes@yahoo.com and we can work something out.
Okay. And you said I don't go to church. None of us do either. But let me tell y'all something that you don't know. The churches in your city or in your state, especially the black churches, are experiencing a mass exodus due to this truth, due to the fact that they ain't really kicking out any truth. And they're looking for ways to, make money or whatever. So, and they don't have church on the Shabbat, on Saturdays. So they'd be very open and receptive to, you renting it out, showing a movie there. You know what I'm saying? And especially considering what what Ron's documentary is about. So that's why I said go to the churches. And actually, a lot of these churches, you could go on there's a website, I forget what it's called. You could go on where churches list their place for rent and everything like that, for days that they're not having service. So how can we purchase the movie? Since we just covered all that earlier. Basically, just go on Vimeo. But if you want to know the website to go to purchase the movie, just go to Ron Dalton's movie page. Go ahead and give her the address, Ron.
Yes. Either you go to HebrewsNegrosMovie.com and then click on the link. We have a URL link that's already embedded in the website, or you can go to HTTPS. Now you got to put this in your information bar at the top. Don't go to Google search and try to put this in. You got to go to HTTPS /Vimeo.com/on-demand/Hebrews to Negroes. and it'll come up. And then you can pre-order or stream the movie January 1st.
Okay. Another Ak is asking, do you have flyers? And what I think he's asking is, do you have, I guess, flyers that he can go and hand out to people? Or maybe even you could send him digitally
Yeah.
one and he could print them out.
Yeah, we're gonna send out a blast email to everybody with the flyer, and they could, you could probably print it out, and I'll see if we can send a blast email with a PDF attached to it, so that they can print out the flyer that way. Or I mean that's probably the best way to do it, because some of these places they want the file to be in PDF or PNG format.
Okay. And Brother John, the next state is going to be New York. It's going to be towards the end of January. We're all going to be up there. We're going to do another premiere there. And then we talked about earlier that after that, we're looking at Cincinnati, possibly at the brew out that they're having there. But that might be a reality. And he's also going to be in Minnesota also, right, Ron?
Yeah, we're trying to get Atlanta too. Atlanta might happen during the midweek, like Thursday. And I looked at, it's a place in Decatur, Georgia, that has a nice theater with a lot of seating capacity, and it's not that expensive.
ATL, shawty.
So yeah, we might be coming to Georgia.
So yeah, just if you want, hey brother, send that to me, email please. That's William Parker. So yeah, if you want him to send you that flyer, just send him an email. Go, and his email's on his website.
Negroes, Hebrews to Negroes at yahoo.com.
Okay. All right. Now let me go to my to the other page. See what else y'all asking on the spiritual combat page, because there's a bunch of y'all watching on there too. Okay, and y'all are pretty satisfied over there. Yeah, and again, I see y'all are asking all these states. You heard what I said earlier. If you want them to come to your state, you got to show them you want them to come to your state. All right. And of course, y'all are still asking on Facebook also. So yeah, but that looks like that does it for questions. Do you have anything else there, Ron?
No, just to tell people to spread the word about the streaming, the tours, the workshop. Also, if you're not on our emailing subscribing list, go to www.hebrewsnegrosmovie.com. Scroll down, enter your email enter yourself in the subscribing list database. So when we send out blast emails, you'll be a part of that blast email. So we'll let you know everything that's going on with Hebrew Negroes and Negro Network. It doesn't matter if you're an Israelite, if you're a Gentile. Everybody needs to know this truth. And frankly, a lot of Gentiles are waking up, and there's a lot of Gentiles or even Jewish people that are actually upset and they're angry about what's going on. And I'm getting emails and stuff. You don't know what you're talking about. You guys trying to take somebody's identity. You can't prove nothing. This doesn't hold up in academia. They're just really upset. They're real jittery and nervous because they don't want these things. They don't want this truth to come out to the world. But it's too late. It's already in the universe. The books Hebrews Negroes are already out. We're already touring different cities. The movie dropped December 20th in Detroit. So we moving. We're not stopping. We're going to keep bringing this truth. People can't stop it. It's the Most High's will. It's prophecy in the making.
That's right. That's right. And they looking at you like you the big bad wolf blowing their little straw house down.
They better get a brick house, and I still blow it down.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah. So y'all, it looks like he has really answered all y'all's questions. I know I've been telling y'all he was gonna be coming on. Like I said, if I'm busy, Ron's always twice as busy. But I appreciate him taking the time to do what he does, and I appreciate the talent and the skill. And what I want to say is, one of the things people like Ron and Morris and Josh and all them, that the standard of excellence, they don't just throw some crap out there and do it ghetto style. They do it with a spirit of excellence. They do it as unto the Lord, top notch, high quality content that these brothers put out, and they continually raise the bar. So I continually raise my bar. You know, they're just a good example to me of how to do stuff, how to do this walk. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them. And again, like you saw with with Ron's trailer for his Hebrew University, it's just high quality, top notch. You know what I'm saying? And the people that he's working with, he's putting out a good product. That's why it's imperative you come out to the movie premieres and just experience, you know, a actual classy, high quality Hebraic culture event. You know, it's a fun thing. You get to dress up in your Hebrew garments and all that. You know, it's fun. It's just a whole fun, enjoyable experience, and it's different from anything we've experienced in this Babylonian culture. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
So with that said, man, it looked like Ron got a roll. I'm going to let him go. Appreciate you coming on, Ron. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. I'm Michael Israel. You were watching...
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, let me go put it in reverse.
Let people know, when we come to New York and New Jersey, we need volunteers, Hebrew volunteers that can help. So if you can, me and Katrina, we had some helpers in Detroit. We want to thank you guys for helping us in Detroit during the movie premiere with the tickets and the stamping of the hands and or getting people to the seats. We need some volunteers. If we can get some from New York and New Jersey, they can just hit us up at Hebrews to Negroes at yahoo.com, my email, and we can talk and see how you guys can help us at this 3-day movie tour workshop. So I just want to say that out too.
Can you tell them in what particular areas you need volunteers, or any area in particular?
Well, I mean, people that know the area, that can hand out flyers and spread the word around. Some people might have black businesses, or know people have black businesses where they can like dump some flyers off in a barbershop or the beauty salon or wherever blacks are congregated at. You know, Caribbean shops, African shops. You know, spread the word around so that people in New York City from the 5 boroughs can come out. There is going to be limited seating, so just make sure that you can get your ticket, get your seat, because you know we don't have a 1,000-seat venue. New York is actually real pricey in terms of getting venues, and they don't offer a lot of seats when you do spend $4,000 to $5,000 on a venue. So in that aspect, we need helpers, and then also the actual day of the workshop and the movie screening, we need helpers too as well, in terms of checking people in with their tickets, getting them seated, you know, and all these different things. And so just hit us up on HebrewSneakers at yahoo.com, and then we'll let you know what we need help on, and if you and what avenue you can help out at.
Okay. All right. So there you go. It's definitely step up to the plate, you know. Yeah, and look forward to seeing all y'all there. You know, I love New York and all that. You know, that's me, because I'm from Jersey. I used to love going out there. And
yeah, we had a good...
just exciting in New York. I like all the hustle and bustle going on. But anyway, is that it, Ron?
That's it.
You sure? You're
That's
positive,
sure.
Boss.
I'm positive.
But anyway, with that said, Ron, appreciate you taking the time to come on and inform everybody. Appreciate what you do. I appreciate all y'all tuning in to watch Spiritual Combat and supporting Spiritual Combat, and continue to support Spiritual Combat by sharing the shows. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, with that said, I'm Michael Israel. You're watching Spiritual Combat. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Shalom.
Oh, no.
nation. We gotta get ready for the battle. So call on your brothers and sisters. We gotta turn back to the scriptures. Stop making it all about you. Them preachers, they got it confused. Come out of her. Cause Yahuwah is our deliverer. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, cause nobody's perfect. We're called by his name. We're called by his name. Seek him to be worthy. We should be coming together. There's power and unity. It's time to come into the order, cause we are a living prophecy. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. It's a spiritual combat. It's a spiritual combat.